a night race. Many describe it as the jewel in the crown of Formula One. What makes it so special for you?
For a driver, it's a nice change. We get used to kind of driving in the scorching sunlight, so it's nice to come to Singapore, stay on English time, and race at night. It makes the whole atmosphere sensational, and the cars look amazing under lights. So it's a nice little bit of a change for the season.
And what about the circuit itself? How much of a challenge is that?
Singapore, for any driver, in my opinion, is the hardest track of the year. It's one of the longest tracks you can do on a street circuit. So there's very little resting periods because it's a tight street circuit. You don't have these long straights to relax. So you're working hard because of the heat and the humidity, yet you've got no time to rest. And because it's a street circuit, it's slow to complete the lap. So you're racing for 2 hours in very hot, humid conditions, and your concentration levels just drain you. So every driver at the end of the Grand Prix are kind of pretty worse for wear.
Street circuits, though, are particularly popular with the drivers, aren't they? They separate the men from the boys.
They do. It's unusual to go through, some of the corners are particularly fast and not have any runoff. And so if you make one slight mistake, you're going to have a heavy hit. You need to kind of be alert, all of the time. And everyone loves a street circuit because if you win at a street circuit, you're a true driver.
It's also one of the best attended races of the year. The fan support, loads of expats are there, loads of sponsors, and that just builds its intensity, doesn't it?
Yeah, Singapore is one of those cities which I think everyone loves. It's one of those big hubs of the world which it is very easy to fly to, so you get a lot of Australians come over because it's kind of a local race for them. You have all different walks of life of people. They have amazing concerts on every night, so people can, celebrate it as a festival and also watch Formula One cars. And it's surrounded by high-rise buildings and hotels, so people are kind of on their hotel balcony watching a Formula One Grand Prix. And it just makes it very unique, and I think that's why it's such a hit for the fans.
And what about the season as a whole from the neutrals perspective? Because there has been so much incredible wheel-to-wheel racing. As a fan, you're going to be loving everything you see right now, aren't you?
It doesn't matter if the leaders aren't battling. There's people battling all the way down to where we are at the back of the grid, and the racing is just as good as it is at the front. So people can spectate and watch lots of different races going on at once, and I think that's what the fans really need.
And who's your money on for the title, Lewis or Nico?
I would have said Nico a couple of weeks ago, but now I think Lewis is pretty much there, level playing field with Nico. He's a true racer, and I think he'll probably come out on top.
Great, thanks Max. Good to see you again.